Hi everybody, it's been a while since we've done an update and let you know kind of what's happening and things. We've been generally working on what's been dubbed a revamp, although we haven't talked very much about what a revamp entails. And basically we weren't happy with some of the calculations and some of the underlying kind of systems and things within the engine designer. We didn't feel comfortable building forced induction turbos and superchargers over the top of this kind of flawed foundation, and then building cars on top of that. We were going to have a very kind of unstable tower of automotive calculations. So we kind of felt that we had to do these before FI, and basically every calculation within the engine designer has been revisited, and so it's kind of a lot better, a lot more realistic, and we're much happier with it. The downside is it's taken a bit longer than we kind of thought it would do, but it is a lot more awesome now. We are a lot happier with it. So the kind of new change of plan is, you guys have been waiting quite a while for an update, and we feel that. So we're going to release i6s with the revamped calculation, much prettier UI and other improvements. Hopefully get that out in the next month or two. Stay tuned for an actual release date on that, and then after that you'll then get forced induction. But it's because of this stronger foundation, we really didn't want to basically give you guys a flawed forced induction model. That wouldn't be fair.
So take a quick look at what we've changed, or what we've spooked up and things. This is the revised engine management screen. Ignore it says engine management. Mr. Andrew can't spell. I've told him that, and he's fixed it in his. So this is kind of much cleaner design, much more consistent with the engine designer and the other layouts and things like that. Much nicer, larger viewport preview of your engine and things like that. So we'll revise this inline 6. So inline 6s are basically all done and ready. They all work and all look beautiful. We're just getting the sounds for them produced right now. As you can see, we've added a brake-specific fuel consumption graph, and so it shows a kind of plot of your fuel consumption over your torque and rev range, so be more efficient for your engine to kind of cruise and things like around this rev range. And as I said outside, basically every single calculation and everything has been basically revised and revisited in automation. So every single one of these stats is now different and calculated in a different way, and this is to produce a much more solid foundation for putting forced induction and turbos on top. As you can see, we've also changed the engine design room. The dyno stand, or the engine dyno, is now kind of much further away and driven by a drive axle, and we have a slightly different engine frame stand to hold everything up. And as you can see, this is to give us kind of nice and plenty of clearance to get the exhaust out and mounted on the exhaust stand over there. All the tabs have got beautiful new UI designed by Andrew. It looks much nicer and much cleaner than it has before. From a kind of usability standpoint, we've changed technology here. We've kind of got rid of that and changed it kind of more what we saw it was in the first place, which was basically the ability to add quality. So basically pay extra money when you're building the engine. In automation terms, it's actually more manufacture hours. You're spending more manufacture effort in making these better quality parts. So for each section you can basically say how much more quality you want. In top end, we've removed variable valve, or not variable, but selecting your valve timing. We had a valve timing slider, that's gone. That's all now rolled into basically cam profile. So higher cam profiles have more aggressive valve timing, and we've added more VVT options, as with dual overhead cam engines and stuff. Early VVT was only on the intake valve, and full-blown VVT is on both valves, which gives you kind of the ability to control overlap and things like that. The other thing we are adding is the ability to select kind of a few different rocker cover colours and rocker cover styles, so you can kind of maybe have all your sport engines have yellow rocker covers and all your standard engines have black rocker covers. Under fuel system, we've changed fuel mixture to basically be an air fuel ratio, and you're selecting your power air fuel ratio. and then the game will calculate kind of how lean the other side of it you're kind of allowed to go, as a kind of like a trade-off, gameplay trade-off. Pure or more primitive fuel systems can't have such a wide range between power and cruise fuel ratios, so if you want to make a lot of power, you're going to be really sacrificing your economy for your car. The other thing we've changed, as you can see, is as you select different parts, fuel efficiency, which used to say like very high in white, will say it in green things, so it becomes a bit quicker and clearer to compare certain parts to other parts. The main thing is really that we've revised all the underlying calculations to build a good foundation for force induction, and kind of gotten rid of the few things that have kind of irritated us or weren't quite right, and taken some people's suggestions on board, as I said, like making fuel mixture be represented as a proper air-fuel ratio. The other thing that we really need your help for is we are on Steam Greenlight. If you don't know what Steam is, or what Steam Greenlight is Steam is a big online distribution platform. It's the biggest for PC games, and Greenlight is a way for the community to vote for the games they want. So if you would kindly go over to our Steam Greenlight page, there'll be a link just below, and give us a vote. That'll really help us out. Thanks a lot.